Well, hello there, Minecrafters. Thanks for coming by, and welcome back to the old resource pack test map. Yes, it's been a long, long time since we've been here. I just finished the massive update for the 1.9 blocks and all that sort of stuff. I'm really excited to show you guys what's been going on. Now, in case you're not sure what this is, maybe you've never seen it, maybe you're a new subscriber, what it is you download a resource pack, you load up this map, and you can view anything in Minecraft. It could be, you could see what they did with the mobs, you could see what they did with the blocks, you can see what a biome looks like or the structures in the biome. Everything is in this map, so it's really, really useful tool. The other thing is there's a lot of stuff in this map that is really useful for map makers, because I use this a lot with the Playsounds and things when I was making Diversity 2. So I kind of want to get away from resource pack test map and rebrand it something differently, and maybe you guys can help me out with that. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but there's a lot of stuff in this video. This is a little bit of a longer video, so I've put timestamps in the description. You can click ahead to whatever you want to see. Really excited to show you guys this. We got the lava lanterns up there already. First new change you see. But yeah, so let's start in the information room. This is going to tell you basically what the purpose of this map is. I condensed it a lot. There had twice as many signs before. But I'm kind of going with this name now. I think that might be better. Let me know in the comments, please. That would really help me out if you think this is a good name, or if you hate it, if you want to go back to resource pack test map. I'd rather get away from that, just because it is more helpful than just resource packs. Or if you have any better suggestions, please let me know. And then down here, because I get asked this question all the time, yes, you can record it, you can stream it, do whatever you want. I would appreciate a credit. But I get this question all the time. Can I use it? So I finally put the answer in the map, so that when you load it up, you know you don't have to actually ask me again and again. And then my links are here, because if you have any questions, the map has a problem, or you're not sure what to do, please feel free to contact me. If I can help you in any way, I would love that. Over here we have the latest block added to Minecraft. If you don't have that block existent, like if you run this 1.8, which it's not compatible, it actually won't work. I redid all the commands in the map. This block, if it doesn't exist, like in 1.8, it won't be there, and then it tells you need to upgrade the version. And then basically, when you download the map, just play it in this version that says on whatever the sign is there, and you can see the date when I last updated it. We're actually in a newer snapshot than what this is here, but there's some problems with block lag, so this is the recommended version. Just play it in whatever's written on the wall there. Okay, so first new section you're going to see is the what I'm calling block sampler. And what it is a big layout of all the blocks. And I've wanted to do this for a while. Basically, you hit this button, it teleports you in a certain direction. Hit F1, and you can now take a screenshot and use that. If you're a resource pack author, you can use that as your kind of, this is what I have to offer. All those blocks will change to the art that you put in the pack, and they'll know, the viewers will know when they download it what we can expect by just looking at this. Or if you're a YouTuber and you want to just use this as your thumbnail, that would really work as well. I'm really happy with this. I've wanted to put this in for a long, long time, and I finally got it done. It doesn't have every block in the game, but it's got a really good selection that gives the viewer the gist of basically what the pack has to offer. So you just hit that button, it puts you in that. Hit F1, gets rid of the inventory here, whatever that's called, hotbar, and then you take a screenshot. So hit return, you'll go back to here, and then you see this beautiful guy right here, and he's all throughout the map. But anyway, we have the pumpkin button, which now I changed this so that you just hit the button, it takes it off, and that changes on a resource pack. And then you get a map as well. So now you can take a look at what the maps look like in, I think a lot of times the outer edges change on resource packs. But anyway, let's get rid of that. Let's go into the armor room, or the heads up display indicators. Head into here, it changes to survival mode. So now you can see that we have the XP bar, we have the life bar, we have the food bar. And if you go all the way over here, you get the bubble meter. So I added that. So now you can see if I'm drowning, what it looks like. And then you get out of here. And it only works in survival mode. I had to do that because it was annoying when I was trying to build the map. We have a selection of kind of random shields that I designed or took from Planet Minecraft, and the different armors. So and the buttons there just relaunched the armor stands, but you can kind of get the gist. There's 5 armor types, and you can look at it really quickly. Or if you want, you can put on an armor type. So if I want to put on chainmail, there we go. Take a look at what it looks like. But I thought that'd be a little bit quicker if you're viewing it in a video to just quickly see them on armor stands. So that is the armor room, or the life meters and all that sort of thing. So going down here, we have the weapons, tools, and inventory items. This is, I redid all the command blocks under here, but it's basically the same setup. You go up here, you press this, you can get the materials. They change these, and then you hit this, and it'll change in Steve and Alex's hand. On the other side, though, now these items go in this side of hand. So it goes in Alex's right hand and Steve's left hand. So we want shears, we can switch that to shears. If we want a bow, we can switch it to a bow. And then on this side, it's, I kind of explained that, so you can get wooden items there. Around the room, we have different items that are based out of this, what do you call this? Inventory, creative inventory. So they're all kind of laid out, and we have a few extra chests that we can use in the future. But just not every block, not every item is in here, but a really good selection so that if you open the chest, you can see what they did with the spawn eggs. Or you could just do this if you want, doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the inventory items and weapons. I'm going to try to go through this fairly quickly, but there's a lot to go through. So anyway, I changed these to end rod. Just thought it might be interesting. Let's go into, this is basically plant life, vegetation, decoration, elemental liquids. So we also have liquids. Different types of lava. So moving lava, falling lava, stationary lava, and fire. And then kind of the opposite over here with water and ice, packed ice and regular ice. And then we have the different types of trees with biomes. So we've got like a forest biome, and over here we've got a cold taiga biome. So if you look, the grass changes color. That was kind of the purpose of that. These also change biomes as well, but that's to see what the leaves look like in that biome. And so this is basically the tree section, I guess. Then we move on to the mushrooms and the new chorus plant. And then we also have the biome color vegetation layout. So we have the way sugarcane looks in the different biomes. So we got, this is what swampland sugarcane looks like, and desert sugarcane looks like, and the different leaves, and they line up with whatever tree they are there. So that's dark oak, acacia, jungle, birch, spruce, and oak. You see they kind of change a little bit with those. And then on the other side, we have some more biomes. We even have the new biome, the void. So this is a void biome, and I gotta talk to you guys about voids in another video sometime. But anyway, that's a newer section as well. Here we have the greenhouse. We have every plant in the game, as well as in the ones that can go in pots, and they're all labeled in case you can't tell. In like maybe a video game resource pack, they wouldn't have trees; they'd have something else, so you'd know what it is. Lily pad over here. Everything is labeled, easy to see. I even have an extra spot here for a plant that can be added later in the game. So let's head real quick. I love how you can fly and run at the same time now. Let's head over to here, and we're going to go into the building blocks section. So we have these new teleporters set up here, and I kind of just put random blocks set around here. These are like more like biome sectional blocks, and these, I can't remember what I was deciding on those, but kind of a weird layout that you'd see in a resource pack. You just step through there, and you can go to the other end if you want by that teleport. So I can go all the way over here to the end, or back, or return to the main section. But this has basically the colored block things, so like clay, wool, carpet, glass, everything that is one block but different colored. And then this side has the basic just the basic building blocks all the way down. We even have the double stone slab, I think it's called. So yeah, and I'm missing some blocks. That will be in the download. Don't worry, it's got. I did an accidental update, I think, on random tick. But yeah, you can see I reorganized all of this. These are just mainly building blocks or square blocks. So let's go back here. And so the redstone room I redid as well. These are kind of the activating redstone items, and these are the activated redstone items, and I laid them out a little bit different, so you can still activate them. But now we have it laid out there. We have off and on, and note blocks, and different stuff like that. All the way down to the transportation. Oh, these aren't loading. There we go. You can, if they're not loading, you just hit those buttons and you'll get them. And then we have the boat, which is not there's. This is missing stuff. What's going on? Anyway, let's load the boat up. So there's the boat. I don't know what happened. Anyway, and then the command blocks, which are kind of redstone, but not kind of redstone related, I guess. And then the different redstone torch items, things like that. So that's kind of the redstone layout room, just redstone related command block items and transportation. And then we have the non-block and functional items. So you can see I've expanded this room out if you've played the map before or played with the map before. We also have a giant face there. And these are the blocks that aren't really building blocks. You get cake that's all the way eaten, whatever. You can see what it is. Dragon egg, spawners, all that sort of stuff. Access blocks, I call them, doors and gates and all that thing. Different lighting blocks. Some of the blocks are doubled up in some of the rooms. Different fence posts and all that sort of thing. The structure blocks, which have almost no use. I'm surprised you can get them. You can get them with set block. Here's one that's not a block. There's bedrock there, but and then the different types of portals here. So really useful. You can see what they look like. But these are the non-block blocks. We'll put it that way, I guess. Oh, and this is an actual. It's not an internet texture. It's not a skin. It's the actual Alex head that should be able to be changed with resource packs if you go on default or if you go on no internet connection. Okay, now this section here was people were really looking forward to it. You can finally get it, guys. Every country in the entire world is in this section. So we have a few things here. Oh, okay, so sometimes that happens. I got to figure out why. But basically, if that happens, you just reload the map here, and it should be fine. There we go. Okay, so you can go to the other end. With they're in alphabetical order for countries. They're all the way down there. I did my best, guys. Did my absolute best. I'm willing to, if you can come up with a better design. If you don't like a certain flag, send it to me. But hopefully I did good. And then all the different selection of letters. And if you want to get the, this is why it's good for, this room is not really useful for resource packs, but for map makers. If you want to use like this E in your map, you just get this command here, you copy it, and you can use the set block command, and it will set, you just got to change the direction of how it's going to go. So if it's a wall banner, this is 4, so it's facing me this way. If you change that damage value, it'll change where it is. If you want to use, the United Kingdom flag, you can do that. All the way down at the other end, there we go. Bit of a lag there. We've got all the countries starting here from alphabetical order all the way down. So hopefully I did it justice. And then after the letters, I've also added some mathematical symbols and some punctuation over there. But after the letters, we have just a bunch of different banners I got off of Planet Minecraft. I didn't actually make these, I just copied them down. So if you want to use any of these in the map, there's a bunch of Minecraft ones. Like, they're pretty cool. Enderman there, Wither, and Villager, and Iron Golem, all that sort of thing. Batman, Iron Man, Sonic the Hedgehog. Really cool stuff. Check it out. It's all in there. And again, if you want to get the command, you just go down here and grab it. Don't break the command block. If you do, you'll have to re-download the map. Anyway, head out of here. And yeah, so let's go. Where have we not gone? Into the mob section. So I've redone all these as well. The new zombie villagers are here. The new skins for them. They also mirror the regular villagers. So they're labeled. So every mob is in here. I put different left-handed, right-handed things. Both the chicken jockeys are all in here. I redid all the sheep. So every sheep plus the babies. So you can actually have a baby Jeb sheep. Everything is in here, even the shulkers. So I'll go way down to the shulkers because I actually was able to freeze them. Oh yeah, Enderman carrying fire. There we go. They're frozen in there. So you can freeze it halfway. You can take a look at what they are. You can go up real close. Different skeleton and zombie horse, they're all in there. The dragon's in there. Dragon's way over here. And there we go. So there's the dragon. You can return this way. And then we also have a giant finally. And he's carrying a rose. Isn't that nice? Very cool. Okay, and then we have the scariest one of them all, the map maker. So over here, this will just take you back, all the way back over here, and then you can go out. So that's the mob displays. Check it out. I won't spend too much time in there. So now we're going to head up here, and this is the only room that I almost did nothing in. What I did was I added barriers here so you weren't going to hit your head when you're flying across. But it has every painting in the game, and I changed the ceiling just slightly. But this one here is essentially the same as every version I've done since I've released this map. But it gives a lot of... I love seeing the art change in different resource packs. It has every painting in the entire game. Okay, so now we're moving on to the biggest section coming up. This part I'm really excited for. We now have an effect testing section, but we'll head into here. This is quite a few things in it. Head over here and we teleport to the particle section. We've got the graphic user interfaces. So, didn't mean to get on him, but well, I guess you can press E, then you can see what that screen looks like. And if you trade with a villager, you can see what that looks like. And then all of these little graphic interfaces there, you can see what they look like. Command block as well. Interesting trippy floor. We have the different grass biome colors here. So we've got, this is what desert grass looks like, swampland, all that. We can hit the precipitation button and it will start to rain or snow depending on what biome it's in. Rain, and then in desert it doesn't rain at all, you can see. And then you hit it again and you can shut it off. Very good. If you go up here, we have fireworks, which actually don't change in resource packs, but it's there anyway if you want to look. It comes from the little firework in the background there. Yeah, pretty cool. And then over here we have a day-night switch that we can switch from whatever we want. And then we have the beacon beams of just the default colors. There, they can take a look at what they look like in the night sky. Okay, so now we're going to move on to some of the bigger sections. Well, actually, Enchanting's small. This gives you a sword. It doesn't re-give you a sword. Skyliner helped me figure out this command. It doesn't give you a new sword unless you have already enchanted one. So now you can take a look at what an enchanted weapon looks like. It's that flash of it, and then if you step over again, it'll give you a new fresh one. Over here, I basically kept this the same, but we added an ender crystal beam there that you can look at. And the new particles, there's like 4 new particles. There's, where are they? There's one there. The dragon breath is a new particle. And there's one end rod is a new particle. So there's new particles here, all the way down here. And then the mob appearance one. Very good. Okay, and there's a block there. See, I've gotta get on this. I gotta fill all the holes before I release this. So anyway, that is the particle section. Now this is the new section. This is effect testing. I'm really excited about this. So we have a door here. Go through the door, and now this part is really intense for commands. So what we have is we have an insert test subject here, and we have an insert effect here. So what you can do is you can take any of these items here. We can spawn the Wither, the Elder Guardian, or the regular spawn eggs. We can kill whatever. So let's take the snow golems and let's take a blaze. Let's see, where's a blaze? There we go. And what we can do is we can put a blaze there, and we can surround it with snow golems or golems. Hit it, and there we go. We're gonna see this. We're gonna test how this works, how a fight would work against these guys. They can fight that. So they are now fighting that. The other thing we can do is we can freeze them. We have all these different effects in here. We can put levitation to them. We can flip them upside down. So if I put Dinnerbone's head here, then I put levitation here, and then I freeze these ones, that means that you can see the layout there. The ones that summoned on this side, they are going to get the frozen effect, which is no AI. The ones in the middle are going to go up in the levitation, and then the ones on the far right are going to do this. So when I press this button, if I don't have any in here, then it's just going to affect the ones that are in there still. So you can see a bunch of them turned upside down. None of them went levitation for some reason. Does levitation not work on them? Interesting. Let's take a look. Let's see if it works on creepers. But this is basically how it works. So if I put new mobs in here, it's going to kill all them. Yeah, apparently levitation does not work on snow golems, or they died in the middle. I'm not sure. You can test that for yourself. So got upside down creepers. It changes completely. Whatever you put in there, experiment with it. He's walking over. Nice. And it always resets when you do that. So that is the effect testing battle section. If you want, you can go upstairs and take a look with, it's all barriers, so you can take a look at maybe a wither fight down here, whatever it is you like. It's fairly safe. I made the item frames invulnerable, so explosions should not kill them. They did with me in testing. But anyway, that is that's kind of the battle zone. I'm not sure what to call it, but anyway, that was a lot of work. I'll just show you. Here's the command. Here's the command blocks. So it tests for every one of those slots. It was a huge, huge feat. Hey, let's move on to the arrow testing. So what this does is gives you every arrow, what do you call it? Tipped arrow. I also made a levitation arrow. You put it in. What I would suggest actually is put the bow in your offhand, and then you can just switch through these. So if I hit this guy with a levitation arrow, he will start to flow up. If I hit him with a spectral arrow, you can see what it looks like. And then if you want to, now they have a huge damage count, or basically you can't kill them because I wanted you to be able to keep testing on them. You just hit this, step on this, they will die, and it will launch a new little custom zombie guy there. So they all have my head. Oh, and a skeleton too. So yeah, that's all the arrows here. You can play around with that. It's just arrow testing if you want to do that, and then it removes your inventory there. Okay, now we have status icon testing. So what we have here is we have good statuses, bad statuses, and then all statuses. So if you go to the all status, it will put every status effect on you. You just select it in your hotbar. The red one is for the bad. So it's giving you, if you look up there, what the icons look like. In a resource pack, that can be changed, I believe. It also has it labeled here. The only ones that aren't there are, there's a couple that don't actually have images. I think instant damage or something. And then if you switch to good, it takes it off and you get to see all the good effects. If you go to either of the individual ones, that means you can change from each one by just going through your hotbar. And it tells you what you're in. So the other thing is there are more effects than you can fit in the hotbar. So you have to move them around. So if you want to see what speed looks like, and that's mostly just to see what this icon looks like, you can do that. Or if you go in the bad effects, so levitation actually a bad effect. That's why I had to make this so you wouldn't fly off and just stay on the pressure plate. You can see what this looks like when the resource pack authors change that. That's basically the purpose of that. And I've tried my best to keep the items kind of what they represent. So slowness is soul sand, poison is a spider eye, nausea is a bucket. Anyway, when you step off, it gets rid of all the effects and everything like that. Okay, and then the last section here is the area effect cloud testing, which is really, in this case, it's just particle testing. But because it's an area effect cloud, it kind of goes in this section. But you can see, choose which area cloud to display by clicking on a particle type in the book. So you load the book, and all the particle types are in here. So if you want to run a snowball poof, you can see what it looks like in an area effect cloud. Some of them are a little bit laggy. Like, I can't remember which one is. This one has water with it. Some, like the suspended one only works in water, but the bubble one works in air or water. But that's basically what it is. You can change all the effects, and maybe you might use that for your map. The particles, I think, can change on a resource pack. That one doesn't actually work right now. It's bugged. But yeah, really happy about this. It turned out really well. And then if you wanted to see what you look like I like doing the, let's see, I think it's in, yeah, in mob section. We got a field of hearts. Isn't that nice? Very, very nice. So this whole section, oh man, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Really, really like it. And there's the cool lights, but really helpful, I think, for if you want to test any type of effect in the game. So that was the majority of what I had to do when I had to work. We have an upside down pressure plate. Okay, so then the last couple of sections we have the biome samples. So you actually go to a world with biomes, and you can see the different grass colors and the different structures. The only thing in here that I intentionally left out was a desert temple because I'd rather have the desert town, and I don't want to have another desert biome. So that's what we get. But anyway, you can see the grass color definitely, and I added barrier blocks in between because somebody was saying they didn't like how they fell through. So all of these have barrier blocks separating them, so you weren't going to fall through. But I liked being able to see the corners, like in between there. You can see the split there. I liked that. Now the one that I changed a lot was the end biome, and I kind of combined where you fight the dragon and the end cities, and I put this cool what do you call it? This end tower thing with shulkers in it. They won't hit you in creative, so you're okay. But it'll give you an idea of what it is. If you've never been there, you can take a look at what it looks like in this map. And down here we have, I don't know what's in there, and then we have a little book from Sarge. So I might update that when this actually becomes more official. But that's basically what it is. Also, I put mob spawning on so you can see what mobs spawn in each biome. So pigmen spawn in the hell biome, which is the nether. So really useful. Really useful, I think. There is some lighting block legs. You see my hands all dark, and if you put sunlight to it, it should correct it, or maybe it doesn't bother you. But yeah, every main biome, not every biome, but there's a spider. All the biomes that are basically unique are in here, and it does take a while to get through the way. They're also labeled. If you see the sign, ID 140, that's Ice Plain Spikes biome. So that's what it is. If you let it rain, it'll show you what actually it is. There'll snow in that biome, and this biome will just rain. So that's basically how that one works. And finally, the Playsounds. This is essentially the same as what it has done, although I changed all the commands to executes because I was constantly going in here and copying commands from it. The other thing was I changed these parts to items so you could get to it quicker because you had to go around and read it before. It kind of gives you an indication of what these play sound sections are. So you go to the mob section, it's this creeper head, and then you can get any mob in the game, their sound. So when you hit a horse, that's what it sounds like. There's an idle horse, whatever it is. Yeah, oh, if you break behind, it gives you the command if you want to use the command in your map. It's basically how it works. So there's an angry pigman, there's a dead pigman. But yeah, that's the play sound section. It's basically the same as it has been. I changed those just because I wanted to, except I changed it all to execute commands, and I changed these so you'd be a little quicker to find it if you're going back and forth. So, guys, that is, I think, everything in the new Minecraft test map. We'll call it. Hopefully, you enjoyed that. Again, apologies about the length of video, but I definitely wanted to go through all the sections that were in the map. Very, very useful. Download it in the description. Let me know what you think about the name. But enjoy your Minecrafting, guys, and have a great day.